What's up, guys? Good morning. Totally tell it's the morning. Look at my puffy face. I have a fitting for a super exciting project. I'm always saying everything's exciting, but like this one's really near and dear to my heart. I mentioned this one in my last video. This one, it's gonna be coming out on my birthday. An incredible stylist, Maite. She's amazing. I'll link her down below. She created the most stunning mood board ever. I like to wear something very comfortable because I am gonna be like changing. I don't know why. Why is it that like when I wake up in the morning I sound like a whole dude?
Hey man, what up? Good morning.
Like, ew. December 5th, mark it in your calendar. It's my birthday. And this project's gonna wow you. I always bring a luggage with me to the fitting. I have my luggage like right back there. Some pieces that came to my house when it was supposed to go to her that put the wrong address. We're gonna be bringing those because what we're gonna do is we're gonna snapshot pictures of all of the looks. And we're also gonna practice some poses and stuff because there's one look that is really bulky and I'm gonna have to practice how to pose in that one. Stylist said that like you have to work that look, otherwise it's gonna look very slumpy, so I gotta do a really good job. Otherwise I'm gonna look like a big old sack. I'm gonna go stop and get my Starbucks because my addiction is still here, and then I'll be heading out. Okay, peace. After this curve I'll turn y'all off. All right, right now. Hey guys, so it's a few hours later than the fitting earlier. Got home, got ready, got changed for the callback that I have. Notice how from my callback audition, which I'll insert a clip now, you can see that I look practically the same. I mean, the only thing I don't have are my earrings, but I look the same. The only difference is that, of course, since this is going to be real live time, I'm going to be using my laptop instead. This is going to be my setup, and I'll put the backdrop, of course, and I'll have my lights in as well. Callback auditions, I've talked about this before in my previous videos as well and other vlogs if you haven't seen that, but it's literally the same thing. And they even stated that specifically in the callback direction. They said, do the same thing that got you the callback, be prepared for the direction, which always, as an actor, you should always be prepared and be open to take direction. By the way, for those who don't know what a callback audition is, I don't want to assume that everybody knows the terminology I'm speaking about on here. So just to be clear, a callback is after the audition, the casting director invites actors to audition. So they'll have a big pool of actors from specific talent agencies. Sometimes they reach out to one talent agency, sometimes they'll reach out to several. Each talent agent for that specific character, they'll select a pool, probably like 20 actors per character, so they're seeing a lot of people. After the casting director goes through those, the casting director is going to select a few of those actors, make the pool even smaller, so they have a callback audition, which is the second round that the casting director will sit with the director, the producer, the client, whatever, so they can make their final selections. For TV, this is different, which I have not experienced this based off of what I've read and heard from other actors and things like that, and what I just hear in the industry. They would do like, they'll have the audition, the callbacks, then they'll have they have like 4 other steps for TV. Like they have to do like they'll sit down with the studio, and then they'll do like a chemistry read, and then they'll do like a pre-screen test, which is where they would like bring you into the set and like see how you are with that specific actor or whatever, and then like switch around. It's multiple people who make the final selection. So that's why when you get a big TV role, it's like, oh my gosh, like you passed all of those different rounds of auditions. In this case, this is for a commercial. I've auditioned for this, I think it was like last week. I just found out yesterday. I have the callback for today, so quick turnarounds. Okay, so just very briefly, I do want to go over the Zoom like callback, whatever the heck. I know since it's not a self-tape or anything, so you know you're not gonna have like that same flexibility. Like now I'm sitting rather than standing like in a self-tape, and I don't have a tripod or anything, so I am using this stool. And also before I go live, I like to open up my own private meeting. so I can check here and see. Let me show you guys. And so I can see how my framing is like. So I had to make a few adjustments. And you can see I check all my 4 corners to make sure that there's nothing distracting or anything, and that the background is fully there. And I also check my framing if I'm fully seated here. I just want to be able to also do the action, since I know that I'm going to be moving a little bit over here, so I want to make sure that I'm comfortable and just go through that. Look kind of funny because this is how I dry my hair, so don't mind me. I'm currently packing to go to New York. I'm doing it super last minute because life is crazy. I wanted to quickly go over wardrobe for auditions. This is something that I mentioned, but usually when I talk about it on my channel, I'm referring to film and TV auditions, which is different from theater auditions. This is the attire that I'll be wearing for the theater audition. This is business casual, right? The blazer dresses it up a bit. I am gonna wear some sneakers too, because one, it's in New York. I wear sneakers when I'm out there. It's a lot of walking. 2, it also helps dress it down a little bit. In theater auditions, it's you want to dress pretty formal, like the typical, like what I would wear, like just overall standard when you're auditioning. It's for women, like maybe a nice dress, like a business casual dress, and then some character shoes, so you know it's easy to move in or something like that. Full face of makeup. Sometimes they'll have you audition in the actual like stage, and with the lights and all of that, you need a full face of makeup. I know I'm going to be going to the studio. It's at Ripley Greer Studios. I'm familiar with that studio. I've been there before for previous auditions. And it's like your standard, like, you know, dance room they rent out for the time being.
What's up, y'all? Good morning. I made it safe, thank God. I'm here at my family's apartment. Dad used to live here when he went to college, so this apartment goes way back into the family. This is our family apartment. I also stayed here during my time when I was studying at the Lee Strasberg Film and Theater Institute. This is where I lived for a short time. I reviewed the sides. I have the sides here. I reviewed the sides a few times. Start getting ready. Starting to get my clothes ready as well. I'm gonna iron them and prepare them, and then full face of makeup and all of that. Breakfast, you know, typical.
I did not film anything after the callback or anything while my time in New York. I spent that time with my cousins and just, you know, living. I didn't get the urge to like get the camera and vlog, so my apologies. My camera was in my luggage away. It was very quick, very easy, just as expected. I got in, I did a warm-up. I did post a little video clip on Instagram of me warming up, which is so extremely important to any actor before you do any kind of performance. It doesn't matter if it's an audition, if it's, you know, for like if you're on set or anything, be sure to warm up, because what happens is if you have tension anywhere in your body, that will actually keep you away from being at your utmost creative place. The goal is to be there. You want to be relaxed, you want to be free, you want to concentrate, and you want to be creative. You want to explore, and you want to, you know, do your job right. And there's been many studies on this. Stanislavski is the one to be known as the father of modern acting. He was the one who discovered with tension in the body and stuff, and Lee Strasberg came up with a series of different exercises and expanded on his study on that. And they're both theater practitioners. They did their methods and things like that with acting, which as an actor you should be familiar with their works. That's the reason why I show up early to any auditions or callbacks and things like that, because I want to make sure that I have at least 5 minutes before I walk into the room to prepare. Before I audition, I don't think about lines. I don't, because we're past that. I don't think about lines. I don't think about anything of the work, because that should have been done before. That's your homework. When you're there the day of the job, you're there to simply just relax and be open, and that's it. Because when you go into that audition room, you have to trust that your preparation that you've done before, you understand the world of the script. When you go into that room, it's your time to relax and be. You're not there to show a performance. You're not there to be perfect at your best. It's none of that. It may feel like that when you go into an audition, but in reality, they're not comparing your work to other actors. What they're doing is they're trying to see if you fit the essence, if you understand the world, if you fit the world of the story. That all has to do with how you sound, how you look, and how you act. It doesn't have to do with, you know, who's the most creative, who does the best work, or if you simply just relaxed and trust and simply be, you have done way more than enough. Statement, less is more, plays a huge role into auditioning. Change my mindset on auditioning. It's changed the game for me, and I look forward to audition because it's the way how I introduce myself to industry professionals. It's how I present my work. It's how I do my work. Treat it like it's an actual project. You'll be so fulfilled artistically. All in all, basically, my experience was great. I loved it. It went very smooth. Went on in, did it. She gave me some direction, as expected. Played with that, and that was it. I was like, all right, thank you so much. We've seen what we had to see. And that was it. And when I walk on out, it's like the audition just leaves. I don't think about whether I got it or not, because it's not my job. It's not up to me to think about or decide, right? That's the director's job. That's the producer's job. That's everybody else's job. I don't have to worry about that. I just have to do what I have to do, and then the job is done. I guess I'll end it here. That's that. I do have a lot of more things to get done and do and prepare. Alrighty guys, well, you guys take care. Be sure to subscribe if you're interested in more content similar to this one. Please follow my Instagram at Celines Estevez, my first and last name. Everything is linked down below. Connect with me there. I love posting on Instagram. And yeah, you guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.